Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to Centurions Review, the punk rock band of wargame review institutions. This is Won by the Sword, Great Campaigns of the 30 Years' War, volume number 1, and it's designed by Ben Hull, and the publisher is GMT Games. I don't know anything about this game. I got this game as part of a lot of games. I asked this guy, I said, are these complete? And he said, as far as I know, they're complete. Well, one of the other games was missing the rule book, so hopefully this isn't missing any parts or anything. Won by the Sword. Situation: the war raged across Germany from 1618 to 1630, with the Habsburg Holy Roman Emperor retaining the upper hand. Then the tide of war changed when King Gustav Adolf of Sweden, the Lion of the North, revitalized the cause of the Protestant princes of Germany. The Swedes pushed their advantage towards the emperor's most valuable ally, Maximilian of Bavaria. Though Catholic, France sought to keep the power of the Habsburgs in check by financially supporting the Swedish king. From 1632 to 1648, Bavaria and the surrounding area became a crucial battlefront to knocking Bavaria out of the war. The Swedes enjoyed success until fate removed their king, and their overextended forces could not hold on to their gains. France was forced to play a more active role or lose all she had paid for. The area became the proving ground of the greatest generals of the age, and this is the first game in the Great Campaigns of the 30 Years' War series. Let's look at the stats here. Complexity is lower medium. Solitaire suitability is really low, so if you want to play solitaire, don't buy this game. And looks like units are regimental size, and turns, one turn's equal to 5 rounds, which is approximately 5 to 7 days of activity. Let's see what's in here and see if this is complete. Alright, got some forces cards here. Left wing, center, right wing, interesting. This reminds me of that, a little bit of that, I forget the name of the game. It was from Richard Berg. Had something like this. His was done with cards, though, where you set them up and you hit a left, center, and right. It was an Ancients game. This could be totally different, but it just kind of reminded me of that for a second. Alright, here's a player aids card, and it has different activities. Forge results table. That's interesting. You don't see that in war games that often. End of campaign. These are the victory points. Okay. What else do we have here? Leadership abilities, surrender offer table, combat table, dynamic leader abilities, card special actions, fortification table, and here's what you get victory points for. And combat procedures when you're doing a siege, and combat procedures for a major battle. Looks like they have another one for another player to use. Here's a rule book. Rule book's in color. It's only 14 pages of rules. When I took a look at that player aid card there, I thought it was going to be a lot more pages of rules because it looked pretty detailed, so that's good. It's only 14 pages. Yeah, showing the different units and components and stuff now. Just trying to find a sequence of play. Maybe it's a little later in here. Here it is. Alright, here's the actual annotated version. We'll go use that one. So you got season change, and then you deal cards, and you have rounds 1 through 5. With all sorts of different activities, including movement, foraging, siege, battle, and reinforcements. And there's an end the campaign phase and advanced turn marker. This looks interesting, actually. Pretty professional looking rulebook. I like the way it looks. Got garrisoning here. Going over leader rules, baggage, movement patrols. Here's sieges, that's the fun part. And here's your foraging rules and bombardments when you're doing sieges. And going over battles here, casualties, and card special actions. Interesting. Alright, here's the quality control card they always put in these, saying they checked everything before they sent it, which is always a good idea. We'll look at the map in a minute. Let's take a look here at the cards. Alright, here's one, Epidemic Outbreak. I'm not going to go through all of them, just pull a few out. Impress local labor, may build siege works at 2 per cost point for 1 BP. Forced March. Cavalry bonus. Tactical advantage. And reinforcements. And include some baggies. And what do we have here? Oh, these are little stands here. I guess some of the counters are actually stands. That's kind of cool. They did that in, what game was it? The French and Indian War game from GMT Games, I believe, had stands. It's been years since I played that, but I'm pretty sure it did. Here's the counters. They're alright. Artwork's kind of simple, but they're okay. Here's these big ones must be the stand-ups. There's your garrisons. And what do we have here? We got more counters. Yes, a lot of counters in here actually. Alright, and what do we have down here? Here's the playbook. Oh, and there's a D10 dice in here too. This has got all your scenarios and stuff in here. We'll just quick flip through it. Yeah, campaign stuff too. Interesting. Let's look at that map now. Map looks alright. I guess you would call this a point-to-point map. Here's where you keep track of the rounds, and the campaign deck goes here. And then up here you got the seasons, and then you got your siege and victory point track there. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please click like on it, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel. And if you haven't heard already, I was on Mo's Game Table earlier this week on his channel. He's got a show called Whiskey Charlie, and I was a special guest. Check it out. It was a really fun episode. I had a great time being on there. Have a good evening.